Hello and welcome. This is ASO TV News. Many thanks for joining us. I am Princess Sobora Usman. The headlines. FCT Minister to commission 2 roads, flag of 12 orders. Minister of State for FCT urges intending Christian pilgrims to pray for Nigeria. Gwagwalada chairman distribute 3,000 dustbins, urges residents to maintain clean environment. Toby Amuson claims silver in 100-meter hurdles at Tokyo World Champions. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Wike, will on Thursday begin the commissioning of completed projects and the flag-off of new road construction and solar lighting projects across Abuja. The initiative is part of the administration's Light Up Abuja program aimed at improving infrastructure and safety in the capital city. According to a statement by the Senior Special Assistant on Public Communications and Social Media, Lere Olainka, the minister will commission 2 roads, Esther Bali Street and Kez Udeze Street in Mabushi District, as well as access roads in Sector Center B by Dakibio District. At the same time, he will flag off 14 new projects scheduled to run from September 18 to October 16, 2025. Among the projects are the provision of hybrid solar lighting in major districts and railways, including Maitama, Asokoro, Use, Central Business District, Garki, Mabushi, Jabi, Gudu, Katampe, and the Airport Expressway. Also included is the full-scope development of major arterial roads such as N1 from Uye to Ring Road 2 and N20 Solomon Lawe, linking the Obafemi Awolowo to the Airport Expressway. Other works to be flagged off include access roads to bus terminals, fire service station, the Renew Hope Cities housing project in Karsana West, and the second runway at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. The minister will also supervise erosion control projects, bridge construction, rehabilitation of the old Kefi Road, and the provision of infrastructure in Guzape and Asokoro districts. The new projects come on the heels of earlier intervention by the FCT administration. In recent weeks, the minister had launched the expansion of water supply to satellite towns in Buari and Karu, the construction of multi-purpose sports center in Cafe District, a new magistrate court in Jabi, and the emergence of rehabilitation of critical roads in Karu town. The Minister of State for FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood, has urged Christian pilgrims from the FCT to pray for Nigeria's peace and development during their 2025 Easter pilgrimage to Israel and Jordan. She made the call at the pre-departure orientation program for the intending pilgrims in Abuja. Our correspondents bring us details. We bring you details of that report in our subsequent bulletin. The chairman of Gwagwalada Area Council, Alhaji Abubakar Jibrin Girin, has appealed to residents to support the council's effort to improving living conditions, emphasizing collective responsibility in maintaining a clean environment. The call was made during the distribution of over 3,000 dustbins to various public places within the council area. Correspondent Abdullahi Mukhtar has details on more.
Representing Chairman Alhaji Abubakar Jibrin Giri, Supervisory Councillor for Environment, Comrade Bashir Hayame Kas, highlighted the significance of cleanliness, stating cleanliness is next to godliness. Mayor Kas explained that the 3,000 dustbins aim to ensure a clean environment across the council area, with measures in place for proper utilization and monitoring through the council environmental marshals.
We have a task force already inaugurated before the distribution and the flag up of this event. We have already put environmental marshal that will be going around any place that this is being sent to, and we find out that they are not in use or anyone is missing. The head of such places will be held responsible and sanction will be taking place.
Mr. Mamman Musa, the Council Local Education Secretary and a direct beneficiary, praised the initiative as a laudable achievement that will contribute to environmental cleanliness. He urged head teachers in the council area to ensure the dustbins are used for their intended purpose in schools, discouraging personal use.
This is for the use of the school purpose, not for a personal purpose. Now we want to advise our head teachers that as soon as they collect these facilities today, they should go back to their various schools with this facility. They should not divert this facility to another place, and they should also judiciously use them for the purpose that they are made for, in keeping our school surroundings very clean.
Senator Eunice Asiu Biojo, Director of Environmental Services, and Dr. Adeyemi Adeniran, Council Director of Primary Health Care, both underscored the importance of those beings in promoting a clean and healthy society.
The department will be going around to check whether they are using all this waste bin for its original purpose, which we have already marked a disciplinary action for any public place that refuse to use it for its original purpose. They are going to improvise and make sure they replace it or they return it.
ASO Television News.
And as the world marks the Global South International Day of Science, Technology and Innovation, leading science and technology advocate Mr. Caleb Danladi Bako has called for a renewed commitment to harnessing innovation for sustainable development across emerging economies. Speaking during a commemorative event, he emphasized that the Global South possesses immense untapped potential in scientific research, technological advancements, and homegrown innovation. He highlighted the urgent need for government, private sector, and educational institutions to collaborate in fostering environments where innovation can thrive, particularly in addressing local challenges such as climate change, food security, and public health.
Funding. Nigeria is
He urged young people to take an active role in shaping the future of science and technology by embracing STEM education, entrepreneurship, and indigenous innovation. He noted that global competitiveness now depends largely on technological capacity and innovation-driven solutions. The future belongs to nations that invest in knowledge.
Made product. If a lot of efforts have been made to address this issue. There has also been issue of educational and skill gap, where many graduates of engineering and sciences lack the practical skills. So without the practical skills, you can't be able to innovate, which is another issue. But I believe a lot of efforts have been made to address most of these challenges.
This year's focus on inclusive growth through digital transformation is pushing governments, researchers, and innovators to collaborate on homegrown solutions. You're watching ASO Television News. You can watch us live on DSTV channel 392, StarTimes TV channel 127, Free TV channel 507, UHF band on channel 38. And still to come, Buhari Area Council residents present Charter of Demand for Sustainable Development. Stay with us for details of this and more after the break.
Let's get one thing straight. Being a woman with disabilities doesn't mean you don't have the right to quality sexual and reproductive health information and services. Family planning, maternity care, STI prevention. Every woman deserves access to safe, respectful, and inclusive reproductive health care. My body, my health, my reproductive rights. No limits, no exceptions. Your health matters. Your choices matters. Get informed, get care, and take charge of your future.
Welcome back. President of the University of Jos Alumni Association, Dr. Gad Shamake, said the body will provide infrastructural support for the institution in commemoration of its 50th anniversary. He stated this in Abuja during the health awareness walk organized by the Abuja chapter of Association in Abuja. Our correspondents bring us details of that in our subsequent bulletin. Residents of Buhari Area Council, led by youths, women and persons living with disabilities, have taken a bold step towards shaping their future by presenting a charter of demand for sustainable development. The document, unveiled at Community Dialogue convened by Hip City Innovation Center, captures the pressing needs of priorities of residents, particularly persons living with disability, while calling for inclusive participatory engagement in the Council's urban development. Daniel Obi tells us more.
The charter prioritizes the needs and concerns of Buhari residents with special considerations for persons living with disability, ensuring that their voices are heard and addressed in the development process, while highlighting the many challenges that is inflicted on residents of the Buhari Area Council as a result of rapid and non-collaborative urbanization. The Executive Director of Hip City Innovation Center, Mr. Basi, went on to draw the picture of how the odious task of compiling the Charter of Demand came about.
The charter which we will be presenting today is not just a roadmap. It is an action point or an action plan for us all to work together and ensure that Buhari Area Council is not just a name, but it's a place where people feel like they belong to.
The assembled stakeholders, most of whom were ward councillors and members of the Buhari Area Legislative Council, spoke on their limitations while expressing commitment to the demands as contained in the charter.
The cry of this organization has touched us, being the grassroots politicians today in Nigeria. Maybe by the time you check 2025 projects, you may discover that there are some road projects that we are being captured, but are they being executed? Which just are some of the problems we are facing today. That means
I don't know why the chairman is not here, the vice is not here, I mean the secretary is not here. Most of the things we are discussing here is all about them, because as councillors we don't have the power to do these things. We only have the power to legislate. We don't have the power to execute.
In his presentation earlier, Mr. John Olugbemi of Millard Fuller Foundation presented prospective opportunities to affordable and well-planned housing solutions.
Why Buhari must prioritize affordable housing is because affordable housing is the foundation for social stability. Affordable housing will reduce slum and informal settlement.
The event climaxed with the ceremonial unveiling of the Charter of Demand by Buhari residents on city development. Daniel Obi, ASO Television News.
Graduates of the Nigerian Defense Academy's Master of Philosophy in Leadership and Strategic Studies Course 5 have been charged to contribute their expertise towards addressing Nigeria's leadership challenges. The call was made at a dinner and book launch held in Abuja. Usman Katun Umar has details.
At a gathering that brought together security experts, academics and policy makers as well as traditional rulers, the spotlight was on the graduates of the MPhil Leadership and Strategic Studies Course 5 program of the Nigeria Defense Academy. Stakeholders used the occasion to remind the scholars that their work should go beyond theory and contribute to solving Nigeria's deep-seated leadership crisis.
Leaders are not made, they are born. But the thing is that in our being, in our soul, we do not understand that we need to activate it. And how do you activate that leadership quality in you? It starts from your character traits. Do you have compassion? Do you have empathy? Are you credible? Can you serve with integrity? Can you do what is right without anybody looking at you? Those are the things you need to identify and ask yourself whether you are a true leader.
The event also featured the unveiling of a book titled Leadership and Strategic Thinking, Lessons from the Past, Current Approaches and Future Insight, a compilation of the students' research works. Chairman of the occasion, Alhaji Mohammed Ahmed, urged the graduates to let their studies bear fruit for the overall well-being of Nigerian society.
They should extend kind of a fellowship to and advices to our leaders at any time, whether they are asked, whether solicited or unsolicited. They should be able to now pass their messages to our leaders.
The chairman, Senate Committee on National Security and Intelligence, as well as a lecturer from the academy, also lent their voices, stressing the importance of making the book widely accessible in libraries to inspire future leaders.
The book is highly presented. It is good for academic users, and I hope it will be shared to so many libraries for our future leaders. It has captured a lot of problems we have in Nigeria and give solutions to them.
It was a painstaking journey that we started right from the very beginning. This was a journey that started in 2021 with the first course, and now we are in the 5th course. All the other courses have done the same projects.
The event ended with a call on the graduates to pursue further studies while continuing to shape Nigeria's leadership landscape through research, mentorship and service. Usman Khaltun Umar, ASO Television News.
The 9th China-Africa Youth Festival held in Beijing and Qinghai Province, China, focused on strengthening partnerships and development. Youth engagement between China and Africa themed across time and space. Youth power strengthens China-Africa friendships. The event hosted 51 youth delegates from various African countries. Diplomatic correspondent Joy Annie in China reports.
The 9th China-Africa Youth Festival serves as a powerful platform for young people from China and Africa to forge lasting bonds and cultivate meaningful friendship. Held in Beijing and Qinghai Province from September 8 to 13, 2025, this flagship event under the Forum of China-Africa Cooperation (FOCAC) brings together youth delegates from across Africa to strengthen partnership and drive development initiative. Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs Mario Deju highlighted the festival's role in fostering innovation and sustainable development, stressing President Xi Jinping's emphasis on youth engagement for the future of China-Africa relations. Vice Chairperson of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference noted that China's strong ties with Africa, underscoring the festival's importance in deepening relations. In the same vein, representative of Africa Union, Chindo Mpepa, special advisor to the chairperson on youth and women, says the festival aims to promote youth exchanges, continue traditional China-Africa friendship, and cultivate successors for China-Africa cooperation.
And today we come together not only to celebrate the long-standing friendship between our people, but also to chart a path for how this partnership will grow stronger across future generations.
Starting with a vibrant cultural display of drums, the event inspired and empowered young leaders to drive initiatives that are likely to benefit communities in China and Africa. The event was organized by Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs and China's Song Qinling Foundation. At the Gala Night held in Qinghai Province was a blend of experience. Africa youth from different countries gathered to appreciate and affirm solidarity to a shared continuous cooperation of China-Africa friendship.
China and Africa share a long history of solidarity, mutual respect, and cooperation.
Excited to be on the 9th China Africa Youth Festival, and I'm looking forward to participating in a lot of visiting of cultural heritage sites.
The event was officially closed from the perspective that the program is not only to strengthen relations, but for the future socio-economic and cultural growth of both continents of Africa and Asia. Chinese performance was delectable, extending warm welcome to African journalists and delegates. Food, tea, particularly the Qinghai province Lapai noodles, was part of the meals served. Games were played and then dance. Joy Annie, ASO Television News.
And on sport, Nigeria's world record holder Tobi Amusan took silver in the women's 100-meter hurdles at the World Champions in Tokyo on Monday. Amusan clocked 12 minutes 29 seconds behind Switzerland's Ditaji Kwambuji, who clocked the national record of 12 minutes 24 seconds to win a shocking gold. America Grace Starr claimed bronze in 12 minutes 34 seconds, while Olympic champion Masai Russell finished fourth with 12 minutes 44 seconds. Amusan claimed the title in 2022 in Eugene, where she clocked her world record of 12 minutes 12 seconds. And that's the news. But before we go a look at one of our major stories, we told you that the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Wike, will on Thursday begin the commissioning of completed projects and the flag of new road construction and solar lighting projects across the nation's capital. And that's the news. Many thanks for watching. I am Princess Sabra Usman.